Moabites, they were all being Confederate.
There's a hammer right there.
You know, so they're doing the same thing even in this time now. It's the same spirit of envy that's working inside of all of these other nations, and they have a great hatred against the Israelites.
Another example is that was during the so-called Greco-Roman Empire, when Rome would go around conquering the nations. They would allow them to have those nations that they took. They would give them like a military force, but it was under the name of Rome. It was under their army. So when the Romans would go around continuing more war, they'd have people from other nations fighting other nations. Like say they go invade Elam, some Kushans, part of a piece of the Kushan Empire. They'd have Elamites fighting against their own people with Roman gear on.
Same thing now. You got some Ishmaelites fighting against Ishmaelites.
Yep, in the American military.
They show that on American Sniper. Had Ishmaelites on American Sniper.
Yep, they got interpreters going over there teaching Ishmaelites how to speak English and whatnot, and then they recruit them in their army and have them killing their own people, or have them going around destroying other nations.
That's some treacherous shit.
They did it back then. They're doing it now. It's the same thing over and over again. That's how you know the nations were allied against us. Another example was during the the Civil Rights era. I think it was the 60s, when Judah, or I'll say when Southern Kingdom, so-called Negroes, was getting jacked up. The other nations around the world didn't have a problem with it. It was being broadcasted on radio and on the news. They weren't coming over, oh, America, you shouldn't be beating on those Negroes like that.
It wasn't no, what's that shit they like to say?
Justice.
No, it starts with a D. It wasn't no not democracy. Shit.
Diplomacy?
Right.
Got it.
Yeah, and that's just the other nations, man. They know we're the Israelites. They know who the hell we are, so... Well,
hell, you got heathens that make videos, and they'll tell us, well you know you're the Israelites.
Yeah.
They'll make a video and say you know you're the Israelites, but all the while you got a lot of Ishmaelites that own these gas stations and the liquor stores. They'll say that, but they got their delis. They'll still sell us pork, you know.
They know who the fuck we are. This is Lamentations 2 and 15. All that. All that passed by clapped their hands, and it says all. So it's all the.
They taunt us. Look at them in the ghettos. Look at them at the border. You know, trying to get over. You know, they taunt us. They look at us as something less than human. You know, as a cow, basically.
They count like 2% of a dog.
2/5.
When ultimately, this is the Lord's doing, you know, and the Lord is the Lord is stirring this up so that He can ultimately bring judgment upon them, and for the nations to know that first Yahweh is the power, you know, and that Israel is His people, you know, whom He loved, whom He preferred, whom He chosen. Because we were once higher than all of these other nations, but we came down lower than them, you know, because of our sins and our iniquities. But we had to go off so that we can eventually learn righteousness.
All that passed by clapped their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their heads at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we look for. We have found we have seen it.
And it says that. It says that they, can you read the part where it says devoured again?
Verse 16, all thy enemies have opened thy mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we look for.
So this was the day that they were looking for. That's that envy. Right, that's that jealousy that all of the nations had. The nations wanted us to go down. They wanted us to be destroyed. They wanted us to be taken down, you know? They didn't want Israel to be in remembrance anymore because of the hatred. Because the Most High chose us above them. So when it says that they have eaten them up, that's talking about devouring us with their armies. They all came together. They were confederate, and at that time, and they were coming up against us from every angle, from every side, hoping to cut us off completely. You know, the same way that the so-called white man wants to cut us off completely today. So he'll develop eugenics. He'll give our women birth control. Put NuvaRings inside of them. They even have a gel now. They're saying that a man doesn't have to get a vasectomy anymore because they have a gel that they can put within his sac that'll stop him from producing semen. And you know what? Our people will go and they'll do this because our people are so much of adulterers and freaks. Like Yahushua said, you're a generation of adulterers. You'll go and get it and you'll do it. You'll go and get it and you'll do it, man. Yeah, I got one to follow that. What Ariel was reading. This is Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine enemies. Because what he was reading, basically when it says to I think it said consume or eat them up, something to that effect. To swallow up. That means to devour them. And how are they eating us up? They did it with their militaries. They did it with their armies. So the Most High is going to gather all your armies together down in the valley of Yehoshaphat, and he's going to plead with you on behalf of Israel because of your envy and your hatred that you had towards him. And guess what? He's going to use that envy and that hatred, and he's going to use that to devour you, to destroy you. Verse Jeremiah 30:16, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be spoiled, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith Yahweh, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion whom no man seeketh after.
That's the big payback. You know, people like to say you shouldn't have hatred in your heart. You know, you need to have all love, this and that. But that's true justice right there. We're going to take those who brought us down, who destroyed us, and we're going to do the same to them in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, in all pure righteousness. Because the Most High ordained it. He set it up. If he didn't, it wouldn't be written in the scriptures. You know, it's just as simple as that. You can get yours, I know.
God. Deuteronomy 28:37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all the nations, whither the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai had led thee.
You can break that down.
Go ahead, break it down? Yeah. Well, that's talking about us being like these common bywords like nigga, black, or Afro-American, all this other shit. You know, we ain't none of that. We the Israelites. We the Israelites.
That's right. We the Hebrew Israelites from whatever the 12 respective tribes you come from. In the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's your true heritage. All right, you're not an American. All right, you're not an African American like the brother was saying. You're not a Latino. Those are names that was given to us in slavery.
Well, they call themselves immigrants in their own fucking land.
Yeah. You know. You're not an immigrant. You're not a Mexican. All right, you're not a
Simeonite.
Yeah, you're not an Aztec.
I mean, oh shit, I was saying.
Oh, yeah,
you're a Simeonite. You're not a Dominican.
There you go. You're a Hebrew Israelite from whatever one of those 12 tribes, and that's what our people need to start coming back to. Our people want to live out here as these Gentiles and Americans, or whatever country they're in. That's not going to get you saved. A dude came up to us before we started camp asking us,
he said,
hey, how can I make this money?
Yeah, how can I get this money? You know, not even focusing on all the stuff that's going on in this world right now. Even if you're a dude in the world, out of all the stuff in this, everything that's going on, you still focused on making money. You need to be focused on getting your life right. because you can get put to death at any second. And if you're not right with the Most High, or you not even trying, he gonna take you out in the most vicious manner.
Hey, can I?
You got a precept on that?
I was about to say a testimony because you know I work in the medical field and I've been seeing a lot of more people getting into accidents on the roads. I've been seeing a lot of more people starting to get judgment calls. You know, the Most High is really starting to amp up the judgment that's coming to America.
I got a precept because y'all were talking about them being immigrants in their own land. This is one just to show that really you're supposed to be in the mind state of being a pilgrim. Because right now in this time, we don't have a certain dwelling place. We don't have a city to call our own. We don't have a land to call our own. The land that belongs to us, you got heathens that are dwelling in it right now, and we're strangers. This is Hebrews 11 and 13. It says, "These are died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth." You know, we're strangers and we're pilgrims upon the earth. And what are we waiting on? We're waiting for the promise. The promise is for us to be reunited with our home. The promise is for us to be gathered throughout from the four corners of the world, whithersoever we were scattered, whatever captivity we went in, whatever country we were in, and from the heathens that were ruling over us, and to be gathered together again, and to be put and placed inside of our own land, in the land that belongs to us, you know, and not in a place where you call immigrants, you know,
Migrants,
strangers, aliens. We're called aliens here. Here it is. They don't even have enough respect for us in this place. And we've been here for how long? They call us African Americans.
I won't accept that. This is Jeremiah 16 and Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, stand ye in the way and see, and ask for the old path.
That's right.
Where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your soul. But they said, we will not walk therein. So our people don't want to seek the old path, and our people don't want to come back to who they are. And when you look up the word Hebrew Ibar, it means past. So to start with seeking your old, what the fuck? That's seeking the old path. You gotta learn the Hebrew. You gotta come back to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Aren't we Hebrew Israelites?
God.
How the hell are we gonna be Hebrew Israelites and not know any Hebrew? That's stupid, man. It says and the last part says we will not walk therein. So our people don't want to be righteous, man. Our people want to continue having orgies, committing adultery, eating pork, eating swine.
Yeah, witches and warlocks.
Yep. So ultimately, and you northern tribe are heavy in that witch shit, man. Y'all like some super witches. You and Levi fuck with that witch shit, man.
That voodoo.
Yeah, that voodoo and what's that shit, Dominican.
Santo Domingo.
Yeah,
Santo Domingo.
Yeah, that's just the same thing, just in a Jesus Caesar way. Y'all holding up Mary. Y'all still worshiping the woman. Dumb as hell, and when someone tries to reprove y'all try to fight him. Well, the Ephraimite that was up here, he was about to sit down, have a conversation with us about money, get this to the bar. He's about to have a conversation with us about money. You telling me an Ephraimite? He fucking. I'll be back.
That's what he said?
Yeah, he just walked up the street. No, he didn't even say I was bad. What the fuck he say?
He was like, all right.
Yeah, all right, man. That's
yeah, he was like, I'm done. I'm done.
Jake don't want to know who they are. They want to get this money. They're going to be rich. They want to do whatever the hell they want. So what's going to ultimately happen to you, man? You're going to be fucking obliterated.
No, but hold on. It made sense though, because what was the reason why he wanted to make money? Because he wanted to live downtown. And I asked him, why you want to stay here? He was like, because isn't that what everybody else is doing?
Yeah,
Jake want to follow after everybody else instead of doing what he's supposed to be doing.
I got a quick preset.
Jake followers, man. What you're supposed to follow, you're supposed to
Jake's
follow
supposed to be
You're supposed
yeah.
to follow the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which are apostles and elders. You're not supposed to follow after wickedness. The scriptures say, following out a multitude to do evil.
Right.
I got it. I know where it is.
This is James 4:13. Go to now, ye that say today or tomorrow we will go into such a city, because he want to come into downtown Detroit City, right?
Get shot.
And continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain. So like, oh, Shemaiah. It says, go to now, ye that say today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain. Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow, for what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time and then vanisheth away. For that